Hello everyone, good morning to you all. We are in pre-algebra and it should be Wednesday now. You've made it this far, yay! Okay, let us review the homework from yesterday. I hope you all didn't feel like it was too horrible. I know these were more challenging, so let me do 34. And see how you all did. Yes, I'm about to focus it. There it is. It's focusing. So 34 says 2a squared minus 5a plus 7 when a equals 3. What do I do with that a? Plug it in, plug it in. So 2 times 3 squared minus 5 times 3 plus 7. From here, I'm going to follow GEMDAS. So what do I do first? I do the exponents, because do I have any grouping? No, right? So we're going to do exponents. So I'm going to do 3 squared. What is 3 squared? 9 minus 5 times 3 plus 7. Okay. From here, what goes next? Do I have any grouping? No. Do I have any exponents? No. So I have multiplication. I can do each term, remember? Terms are separated by a plus or minus sign. So I can do this and this at the same time because they're each individual. So it's 2 times 9. 18. Minus, what's 5 times 3? 15 plus 7. From here, I go from left to right. What's 18 minus 15? 3 plus 7. This gives me 10. Okay? So again, that was supposed to be your homework. If you did not get that, correct your homework problem so that you can show me that you corrected it from what I did on the video. Okay? Don't just leave it. Don't just watch me. You're doing this actively with me. Okay, let's do, I'm sure 38 scared you all. If we take it one step at a time, it is not as scary as we think it is, right? So, I'm going to do when x equals 3 and y equals -7. Okay. That means I'm going to plug in x, 3 for x over here. So 2 times 3. And y gets replaced with -7 all over the square root of 196. Okay. Now, we're going to do our next steps in GEMDAS. GEMDAS tells me to do what next? The root. So I'm going to do this. What is the square root of 196? So what number squared or multiplied to itself twice gives me 196? 14. Now I'm going to do the multiplication. I can do all of these at the same time. Okay? What is 2 times 3? 6. What is 6 times 7? 42. How many negative signs do I have? 1. Because 1 is lonely. It stays negative. So then I do 42 divided by 14. And that should give us 3. What kind of 3? -3. You see, not as bad as you may have felt or thought. Let's do let's see. Let's do 46. So it says, evaluate each expression given that A equals 2, B equals 3, C equals 4, D equals 5, W equals 7, X equals -3, Y equals -2, and Z equals 5. Okay, that's what was on the portion of the problem in the beginning. So 46 has 2D plus 8B plus 2 all over 3W plus 3X. Okay, do I need A? No. I do need B. I don't need C. I do need D. I need W. And I need X. But the other ones, for this particular problem, I do not need. Okay, let us substitute or plug it in. So 2 times 5 plus 8 times 3 plus 2 all over 3 times 7 plus 3 times -3. This problem is quite beautiful in that there are no exponents, no square roots, no cube roots. So let's just get through the problem. What is 2 times 5? 10. What is 8 times 3? 24. Then the plus 2. What is 3 times 7? 21. And what is 3 times -3? That gives me -9. When I am doing problems like these, I deal with the numerator on its own, and I deal with the denominator on its own. Okay? So, looking at the numerator only, or the top one, we don't say the top one, we say numerator. What is 10 plus 24? 34. And 34 plus 2? 36. What is 21 plus -9? If they are opposite signs, what do I do with them? I subtract them. So what is 21 minus 9? 12. And my bigger number tells me the sign. It is positive, so I stay positive. What is 36 divided by 12? 3. Okay, so hopefully the homework didn't go too horribly bad, or it wasn't overtly challenging, and you were all able to get through it. Okay, I'm going to remove this as Miss Andres is to pause. She'll pause right now. Okay, let us continue. Now we're starting a whole new section. So we're starting 2.2, the distributive. Distributive property. And in case you were wondering, we're on page 71. Okay. When we are solving algebraic expressions or numerical expressions, we always have been, so something like this. order of operation tells me to do what first. So like gemdas tells me to do what first. Alright. It tells me to do grouping first. So normally we would do 2 plus 5 gives me 7. 3 times 7 gives me 21. However, did you know that we can actually do it a little bit different? We can do, so let's start from the beginning, 2 plus 5, and we can distribute the 3. Just as we've been doing in other problems, when we've been distributing into, when I distribute constants, what are they doing to one another? They are multiplying. So this would become 3 times 2 plus 3 times 5. What is 3 times 2? 6. And what is 3 times 5? 15. What is 6 plus 15? 21. Awesome. So notice how we get the exact same answer. The exact same answer. So we have the distributive property. Only because I don't have blue. Which states for any integers A, comma, B, and C, and they're written as such, this becomes A times B plus A times C. Let's do an example. So if I have three parentheses 5 plus 4, when I am applying the distributive property, I would do 3 times 5 plus 3 times 4. I am distributing the 3 to both of them. I am making sure they go to both of them. Does this also work for subtraction? Yes, yes it does. So if I have A, B minus C, this would become AB minus AC. Okay? Let us now, something a little different that I want you to take away from this too is that we can split a problem into something a little bit more easier so that when we're doing some of our multiplication problems, they're not as bad. So let's say I wanted to multiply 3 times 82. And I'm like, ooh, this is a little harder for me, but I can split it. I know that 80 was made from adding 80, or 82 was made from adding 80 plus 2. Can everyone agree that 82 comes from adding 80 plus 2? Okay. From here, I will distribute the 3. So I get 3 times 80 plus 3 times 2. This gives me 240 plus 6, which equals 246. So again, that is when I have a number that I can easily split this way. Now, what if I had something a little bit where the second number is larger, meaning this one, where the ones place is larger than 5. For this, I can actually take into account that I can subtract, I can get 77 by doing 80 minus 3. Does everyone agree on that? To get 77, I do 80 minus 3. We distribute again. So this gives me 8. Sorry. I want to do it step by step. So this gives me 3 times 80 minus 3 times 3. Well, we already did 3 times 80 earlier. That's 240 minus 9. So this gives me 231. You may think, why do we do this, Ms. Bruno? This can help split things to do mental math a lot easier. Obviously, some of you may not feel comfortable doing that, and that is completely valid. Unless you're told to separate it, then you got to do it because you're being asked to show the skill. Okay, let's do an example. We love examples, right? Right. Okay. Applying the distributive property. Okay. Now we are going to simply write an equivalent expression. And solve. Solving only if we can. Okay? So number 1. I've got negative 5 parentheses 2 minus 7. Okay, I want to rewrite this using the distributive property. So that means I'm going to distribute the negative 5 to both of these. So this is going to become negative 5 times 2 minus negative 5 times 7. Okay? From here, can I do the math here? Yes. What's negative 5 times 2? Negative 10. I bring down the minus sign. What's negative 5 times 7? Negative 35. In this situation, when I literally have two negative signs right next to each other, what do they do to one another? How do they affect one another? They become a positive. So now I have negative 10 plus 35. They're opposite signs, so what do I do with the numbers? I subtract them. So I get 35 minus 10, which is 25. Is it positive or negative, and why? It's positive because my bigger number has a positive sign in front. Okay, let's see if I can fit the last one here. I got 4m plus n. Again, I'm going to distribute the 4. Distribute the 4. This becomes 4m plus 4n. Can I simplify any further? Can I do anything else here? No. That is where that one ends. Okay, everyone. If Miss Andres has any time with you all to do this, I want you to complete, I'm going to write this right here, these problems. Number 1. Using the distributive property to write equivalent expression and simplify. Number 2. 12 minus 4. And then just number 3, negative 5, x plus 6. Okay, everyone. I hope that went well for you all. And I'm glad that you guys have been listening, doing your work. At least I hope you have been, and that's what I get. A positive note from Miss Andres. Have a blessed rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. God bless you guys.